106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Right on, and welcome back to New Study Part 2, and with me again is Dave from Grasscutter, and Jeff from Reset the Planet stayed on to be a special guest co-host for the second part of NMS. So, gentlemen, tonight for Part 2, we're going to start off with a band called The Survival Code, and the song's called Lost Cause. Dig this. the Survival Code with Lost Cause. Now, that was definitely a pop punk tune. Yeah, it has flow. Like, I mean, in some cases, like a little too repetitive, but not a bad song as a whole. So I know you guys had some comparisons, so I'll let you guys talk about that. So Jeff, go ahead.
Well, musically, I thought maybe a little Urge overkill, maybe in the song structure, but I definitely heard some Fall Out Boy in the vocals there. It was a well put together song for sure.
Dave?
Yeah, there were a lot of dynamics in there. I mean, kind of just during the verse itself, you know, it was kind of the way it was structured. Like that, it was kind of like you made the Fall Out Boy comparison. Do you know what I mean? It was that type of music. I suppose it is classed as pop punk, but it's not really punk, is it?
Fall Out Boy? Where's Fall Out Boy? We only have one shot to this take. It costs $500,000, and it's real acid. Real acid? My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. sorry, just Fall Out Boy, Simpsons, you know, sorry.
That's alright. Once you go off dock, we just let you fly, man.
Right. So next up is we have a brand new song by Stack in Verona, and this is the first one since this album Odd Anthem, which the Matt Andersons and I did every song its rough mix up until the album came out, and we're starting that over again. So it's essentially going to be myself and Dave, or myself and Forgotten Bee. So we're going to start off with his first brand new song since Odd Anthem. The song's called Hesitate. So it goes, and this is a rough mix. This is Static in Verona. Dig this.
Tangled in your
Right on, that was Static in Verona with Hesitate, and So Goes, and that's a rough mix off an upcoming album which will be out next year. But you know what? It's a lot different from what he's done before in the past. I mean, from what I've heard from Odd Anthem, you know, it's not as poppy. But that being said, as he's kind of shifting musical directions just a little bit and adding more depth to the song than he normally does. And I just love his production value. It always goes over so well, and just vocally and just musically, like, he's a good productionist. Like, he's a good audio engineer. Like, he knows what he wants to hear, and usually comes out pretty solid. And even if it is just rough mix, it sounds pretty solid to me. Jeff?
So he records all that on his own?
Yes, he does.
Is it like a home studio? Or?
Yes, home studio.
Wow. It was very atmospheric. I liked it. Kind of had like a summertime maybe vibe to it. You know, it was really atmospheric, and I could hear maybe like some Bon Iver and some of the melodies there. You know? Right. That was a really cool track.
Dave?
Yeah, well, we always kind of know what to expect from Static and Verona. He always comes up with the goods, doesn't he?
Yes.
But again, you touched on it in between when the song was playing about couldn't quite hear it as well as I'd like to, but it reminded us of Air. You know, when Air's electronic stuff like the Sexy Boy, stuff like that.
Right.
It had that kind of vibe to it, musically.
No, fair enough. And like I said, it is a little different from what he normally puts out, but it's still good nonetheless. And just in general, Rob has been, who is Static and Verona, has been very, very good to the show. And I owe him nothing but great thanks. And we'll definitely have him back on when the album is done. And we get a little rough mixes, so it'll be a lot of fun to hear the album before it's made, so to speak. So, next up, Dave, this is one of our favorite bands, is of Clocks and Clouds. And the song's called Open Heart Failure. Dig this.
Yeah.